You say?
What if I come back to haunt you? Does that count for something then?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I guess
I
we'll
think we should
find out.
maybe let's find out. Oh, wait. Something's live. What could it be?
Okay. Oh, why is my chair rolling away? I must get closer, not further away.
So, one of the popular things on a Reddit I watch a lot is Buy It for Life or PC Master Race.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing people really love are rollerblade wheels on the chairs.
Yep.
Because it makes it move so nice. So I actually tried on the rollerblade wheels on this chair.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it rolls very nicely. The problem is like literally I move my mouse or type and I start going like this. And eventually I'm like this far away. I'm like, no, come back. I'm like, I don't understand the purpose. Like, are you like rolling around like at a derby rink? Like that you need rollerblade wheels on your chair? Like, am I like I don't know. I don't understand the need or appeal of rollerblade wheels, especially now that I've tried it. Because
Right.
I kind of want to be a little bit stationary. Like once I sit here, like I don't want to be just like randomly rolling up and away. So I don't know. I tried them and I'm like, these are the dumbest thing ever.
Okay.
So that's my story of the day.
Thank you, Zealeus.
I'm here all night.
So this is what happens when you have kids streaming on or recording videos on the computer. Shit gets moved all over the place. And so nothing lines up. All right, let's do this, shall we?
I assumed we already were.
Huh?
I assumed we already were.
Well, now we're officially doing it because I'm hitting the record button. So, boom.
Let's do it.
Yes. If only I could remember how to do it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. All right, muting Zealeus. I know that that's the first step to a success is muting Zealeus. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Disjunct Confusion Thursday Night Hangout.
So it is good to be back after the holiday break for everyone because we all needed a break from the realities of life. So hopefully everyone got a nice little rest, reprieve, maybe a visit from Santa or whatever your selected deity of the holidays are. That all was good for people.
Yes, I hope that it was indeed good for all. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, I am your host, Charlie, and I'm joined once again by the Pliff Connor himself, Zealeus. Zealeus, I suppose, knows, so I'll just say, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Thursday Night Hangout. This is our live show where we try our best to cover the topics most important to you during the show. At any point during the show, if you have any topics, questions, subjects, opinions that you would like to share with the class, please do so by dropping it in the chat, be it on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Now, of course, if you're watching the recorded version of this, which will be available on YouTube, it will also be available on our website, alterconfusion.com. Drop the comments there, and we will add it to the very next show. Which reminds me, if we do run out of time during the live part of the show, we will add it to the very next show as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first one, and this is a fun little holiday snafu, deals with StubHub and them mixing up two different types of concerts. Two very different types of concerts. See,
how different?
The concert that was being held in Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium was a concert called Andrew Peterson's Behold the Lamb of God.
That sounds...
It was a concert that featured music telling the stories of Jesus Christ.
There you go.
Now, StubHub decided to shorten the title and link it to a band that does not tell the story, is not a musical telling stories of Jesus Christ. The band is called Lamb of God and is a much heavier metal band.
Different musical taste, one might say, if you go towards the Lamb of God side of things.
Yes. So,
So, they both have Lamb of Gods in the titles. Maybe people just need to broaden their musical horizons a little bit.
now, thankfully, they caught it because a lot of people were asking the question, well, wait, whoa. Lamb of God is coming to the Spartanburg. Let me make sure I get Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium. It's not on their website for their official tours. Is this a special show? And StubHub thankfully came out and said, we acknowledge the listing for December 20th event at Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium was misleading and apologize for the confusion this caused. Ahead of the show, we updated the event page and reached out to customers to clarify the event details. Anyone who purchased tickets under the impression this was a different performance is encouraged to contact us. We'll honor a full refund under our Fan Protect guarantee.
Oh, did you have? I wonder if you had to have actually purchased the Fan Connect guarantee, because I know whenever you buy tickets,
Yeah, there's
like
that protection.
There's that the protection. So, like, did you have to buy the equivalent of what's like a rocket protection insurance to actually then get your money back because of a mistake they made?
Very good question. I'm not sure, but that would be one hell of an extra kick in the pants for those who jumped at the opportunity to see Lamb of God in Spartanburg when they weren't actually going to be in Spartanburg. Now, my question is, were there actual Lamb of God fans who somehow, I don't know, maybe the email got sent into spam and showed up in their Lamb of God gear to the Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium?
Yeah, so for those that don't know, if you go to a metal show, especially a band like Lamb of God, people tend to dress, I guess maybe the equivalent of metal cosplay, and I don't mean that in a demeaning way at all. I mean that in a way people go all out a little bit sometimes to see the shows they want.
Yes.
Like I saw Ailstorm a couple months ago, and they are a pirate metal band, and so people came dressed like in full pirate regalia. And that's kind of what you get at these type of shows.
Yes. Now, speaking of cosplay, there was an interesting bit of news that happened over the holidays, and that was China's largest comic convention called Comic Up had a little bit of an announcement to make for any and all attendees, and that was there is a convention-wide ban on Japanese anime and manga cosplay.
Yeah, originally when I saw it, it made it seem like it was like all cosplay, but really it's Chinese protectionism at its finest.
Yes. So basically, if you and the crazy thing was that this decision was announced December 19th for the convention that took place December 27th to 28th. Now, if you, and I'm sure Zealeus can talk, it has some experience in this, when you go to a convention and you are going to cosplay, it is not something that you're putting together 8 days before the convention starts. It is usually a multi-month, maybe even a year process before you go to the convention. So I'm dying to know how individuals who spent all that time making their Japanese manga and anime cosplay really felt about attendance and the new rules for this convention.
My other question would be like, I don't know, like what would be categorized, what the actual titles for like a Japanese versus Chinese media are. I don't pay that close attention.
Right.
But like, is there going to be like somebody at like the ticket booth who's like an expert in all things manga and anime be like, no, you are from the wrong country show. Could you just be like, what are you talking about? I'm from insert Chinese manga.
Mm-hmm.
Do you just pass it off? Because, like, yeah, I see a ton of anime characters at like conventions.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they're from. Like, you can tell they're anime, but they're just an anime. So I gotta wonder, like, can you just pass your anime off as some other fandom or something? I don't know.
Now,
Just be like, "I'm from this
they
show."
they apparently had staff and security that were stationed at the doors,
Jeez.
and if the cosplayers portraying non-Chinese IP characters would be denied entry, and not even and to take a step further, for those trying to be super duper sneaky, there were inspections inside the venue to ensure that this compliance was continued to be followed. So it's not like you could have, like, you know how some people change cosplay midway through. Most people might go back to their hotel room and switch, but there are those individuals who carry their small changes on them. So that's got to be bizarre, man. That had to have been absolutely bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah. Fun times.
That would be, I mean, it would be like, no, it wouldn't even be that, because here's the thing. You go to an anime convention and you want to talk, you show up as like I don't know, a book character. Then you're probably at the wrong convention, you know?
I feel like it'd be like, the equivalent would be like if AWA, Anime Weekend Atlanta, only allowed anime characters.
Yes, like no video game characters?
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's, I feel, would be like kind of the equivalent for like, you like only allow, or if you want to go really stupid, sorry, we're only allowing United States origined animes.
Is that really anime though?
Exactly.
I think it's just animation.
Yeah. So I'll be like, okay, I guess nobody's going to cosplay in that case. Yeah. I guess you could go as, I don't know, what's a US based only cartoon?
Rick and Morty?
The Simpsons?
The Simpsons? Family Guy?
There you go.
Wow. In Avatar? Like The Last Airbender, isn't that American?
Oh no, because it's obviously heavily influenced by the West or the East, I should say.
But it was
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, good question. I don't know. Yeah, so
Adventure Time. There, boom. Adventure Time. Everyone's dressed up as Adventure Time characters.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, like conventions, I've never seen that restriction. And there's definitely styles people geared towards, is for sure a thing. But it's not like it's prohibited at the gates or anything.
Right. I mean, the only true things that are prohibited at conventions are overly risque outfits and bladed weapons.
Well, the risque depends on the convention you go to.
True. But like a MomoCon,
yeah,
you got to have a certain amount of coverage, let's say.
Yeah, the weapons makes sense, and you're supposed to, of course, do your orange tagging. So if like you have like for instance, like a gun, like because your character from like not Assassin's Creed, goodness, like Call of Duty, you're supposed to put like an orange chip on it to like recognize it, and you also zip tie the handle or the trigger. So there's certain things most conventions kind of have, so you can look at a weapon and be like, oh, that's, I forget what the term. There's a term for it conventions use, which I'm blanking on now. That basically says like it's been identified and it's safe to carry around.
Yes, it's been inspected. But apparently
bonded. That's the term.
Huh?
Bonded.
Bonded. There you go.
Yeah, that's the term for the conventions. For it means it's been inspected.
Here's my question, and I think the rumor was that since it's China's biggest convention, that there would be outside, foreign vendors, and apparently, like all the
Mm.
Japanese vendors canceled.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge nerd when it comes to geopolitics,
Yeah.
but my understanding is Japan and which is I guess indicative of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Japan and China don't exactly get along in the first place.
No, they
So
don't.
I'm really curious, how many actual people from Japan were coming to China for this convention in the first place.
Right.
I can't imagine it's a high number, just knowing that the two countries are exactly on the friendliest terms.
Right.
But I would still imagine, though, that there's plenty. I'm going on a limb here that the majority of people in China, especially if they're into anime, kind of like the United States, we're gonna watch whatever is good. You know what I mean? It's I'm not basing something off its country of origin. So I imagine there's a lot of people from China who are watching Chinese anime, and vice versa. People from Japan watching Chinese anime, and they're just enjoying it because it's good. Yeah. So that's I think where it gets a little bit interesting because if I dress as for instance, when I go to Dragon Con as Doctor Who, it's not like I feel like I need a Great Britain flag behind me supporting the UK because I'm going something from the BBC. I'm supporting the IP of Doctor Who, regardless of the country of origin it's from. I don't care about the country of origin.
Right. Just for those interested out there, some of the Chinese animation, some of the big titles that are on something like Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
There's Link Click, The Daily Life of the Immortal King, which is one of my son's favorites. The Master of Diabolism, I think, Lord of Mysteries, and that one you have to pay attention to. Literally, it's not an anime you could put on in the background. Holy crap. There's so much shit going on in anime.
Gotcha.
And then, of course, the two humongous movie titles, Neza. I've only seen the first one. The second one has finally come to HBO Max or whatever the hell they're calling it this week. And that will be probably my family's movie pick for tomorrow night because we do movie nights on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights.
Nice.
And the first one was really good. So I can't wait to see the second one. Anyways, all right, moving on. Okay, let's get through the sad news, shall we?
No.
There were a couple of deaths that happened during the holidays. One of them being David Rosen, who was a Sega co-founder and also helped the arcade system. Basically, he helped create the arcade scene. There we go. He died at the age of 95. So it's not like, it's not like it was a surprise. I mean, he has lived a very, very long life. He unfortunately passed away on Christmas Day. Oh my gosh, dude, he was also one of the guys that tried to bring coin op systems into the U.S. In the early days. So, I mean, this guy was pretty pivotal to help video games be what they are today. I think I lost Zealeus here.
Sorry. My allergies are killing me tonight, so I keep on muting myself if I get to unmute myself.
All right. What were you saying?
Yes, coin operated games are glorious. Well, were glorious at one time.
Yes, now it's like $1 million for 2 minutes of gameplay. It's not that bad, but
that's what it's getting that way with the cost of hardware nowadays.
Yes, that's true.
What's happening with the hardware craze? We will be getting there.
Yes. I remember the
WWE
days of
training.
it being a quarter or 2 quarters to play a game.
I don't know what games like how much the games actually cost in the arcade nowadays. I know that's not common.
$3 to $5
But I'm just
bucks.
hot diggity.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I know that
Damn.
if you put in, I think it's $3 into a golden tee machine, you get 9 holes of golf.
So you're saying is when I go to the arcade, I can't just roll out a $5 bill, change it out for quarters, and I'll be able to play for a while. It's just
First of all,
not
you
gonna
wouldn't be changing out for quarters. You would have to put it in a machine that would then spit out a card that you would utilize only in that establishment.
Oh, of course.
And of course, you can't just put any amount on the card. There's denominations that you have to select.
Oh.
And of course, half the machines are don't always go the full dollar amount. Sometimes it's like $2.75. So you always have like random cents that are left over stuck on the card that are useless to you.
Random. The kids will never realize. Like kids will never understand what it feels like to get like $5 or $10 worth of quarters and put those all in your pockets.
Yes. And
And
then
you
you'd be
walk
set
around
for like the afternoon.
Like I hope you wore a belt that day because that stuff weighs you down.
That's true. That's very true.
But then you slowly start and then you know like how much you had. It's almost like a life bar based on the weight of your pants, how much you had left to play that day.
Also, the queuing system in
yeah.
the old arcades where
Next up,
you put your coins down on it and those are yours so that everyone can know that you're second or third or fourth or eighth in line.
Yeah, so those were really big for especially fighting games like Street Fighter. So there'd be like two people fighting each other, and then usually you already have like a line of quarters, and you put your quarter in line next. It's so different because then it was like there was a gentleman's agreement about it also. Like,
right.
There wasn't any code of fed rules, and people were chill, and you knew like if you're the fourth quarter, like it wasn't you people like try to steal your fourth quarter online. It was very much a atmosphere of camaraderie, and you wanted to basically not screw everyone over.
Exactly.
And the winner stayed.
Yep.
If you're really good, you basically never had to leave the arcade game.
Exactly. I never. I mean, I went into arcades, but I never really queued up. The only game, because first of all, I'm a button masher to the extreme. I do not have any strategy when it comes to fighting games. I'm just going to try to overwhelm you with my fast button pushing, which actually isn't all that fast. So usually I'd lose to like an 8-year-old when I was like in my teens. But anyways, the one game that I would queue up for that was a fighting game was Soul Calibur. I would queue up for that one. If it was any other fighting game, if like someone's like, I'm looking for a new challenger, I'd be like, okay, then I'm not going to wait in line. If there's no line, then I'll jump in. Otherwise, I'm going to go play, I don't know, some other game.
I like the shooting games like Area 51.
Yes, well, those were good too. Use the duck hunt technology, baby.
Oh yeah. None of those lame LCD or LED screens. You need the true gloriousness of CRT.
I love how you could dick over like the newer generation of gamers by plugging in the old Nintendo into an LED screen and give them Duck Hunt. Like, oh man, you suck. Let me show you how it's done on the old school TV. Okay, so one other unfortunate passing, and that was Vince Vampella from. He was the co-founder of Respawn Entertainment. He was the head of EA's Battlefield series. He unfortunately passed away at the age of 55, and it was due to a car crash on a Southern California highway.
Jeez, yeah, especially that's still young, man. Too young.
Yeah, I mean. the dude had, some serious creds to his name. I mean, being the head of the entire Battlefield series is that's
something.
yeah, that's big.
It's a legacy.
Indeed, it is. Now, speaking of legacies, or I guess important dudes. What I don't want to say important, because I mean, yes, he's a big name, but at the same time, this dude drives me nuts. What I'm talking about is a unique individual who has way too much money on his hands, and that is Elon Musk. And his AI system, Grok, Grok, has been in the news as of late because that AI system, which is utilized on the Twitter platform, I will never call it X. Grok, apparently, a lot of these AI systems, how a lot of people have gone out and be like, hey, I don't know, Gemini, or insert other AI system. Gemini's literally just staring me at the face because I have
it's there. It's on
open.
your tab on Chrome. Be like,
yeah.
Use me, I am AI.
So, but you could say, hey, I want, can make a picture of me standing under or next to Niagara Falls wearing a red T-shirt on an autumn day where leaves are coming across the screen. And of course, they'll do that. Now, there are certain rules that have been in place, and a lot of these AI systems that restrict you from doing naughty things with, create a naked female beastmaster.
The big one is doing naked pictures of famous people.
Right. Yeah. There you go.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Give me a naked picture of Scarlett Johansson riding a purple dragon.
Wouldn't it be a dinosaur? Given what was that movie that just came out?
Oh, the Jurassic World or Jurassic whatever.
One of the Jurassics. I don't know what it's called anymore.
Yeah, it's a Jurassic one. Well, apparently Grok will take. You can input an image, and basically edit it to much more risque. And what's happening is a lot of these female cosplayers are being the main target. And Grok will allow someone who's in, let's say, there's a female cosplayer that's dressed up as Naruto. Okay, so it's the full orange jumpsuit, all that stuff. You could give Grok that picture and say, put her in a string bikini, and Grok's like, boom, string bikini. And a lot of cosplayers are like, what the fudge? Also, a side note, Chat GPT will also reject that as well. They'll be like, no, can't do that.
Nope, I'm good, bro. Yeah.
So that is, it's not complete nakedness, but it is basically taking a cosplayer or a woman or hell, dudes, whatever, and saying, hey, put them in bikinis, lingerie, scant clothes, and Grok's like, you got it, boss.
Yeah, it's the fun new age of artificial intelligence and digital manipulation.
Now, I would love to, if you, because before break we talked about how Denmark was trying to pass some rules that allow their citizens to basically protect their likeness, their voices, all that stuff. I would have loved to see what kind of legal trouble Grok would have caused for those citizens. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is, so in this world, so if I'm submitting a picture, is it then on the AI platform's responsibility to verify that is in fact me?
True.
Or where does that responsibility then lie of verifying who it is?
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
mean, because people use AI, I mean, all the time, like online to touch up their pictures, right?
Yeah.
To make them look better. So
Right.
should those be verifying? Like I'm sending him to take off my facial hair because I haven't bothered shaving in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Do I need it then authenticate to Chat GPT that this is in fact my image and likeness, and I am allowing you to manipulate my face?
Right. Interesting.
I don't know, because that, I mean, that's kind of where it would lead
Right.
in that regard, right? Which, you know, I'm kind of making up on the spot, but I'm not inherently opposed to that type of concept. Where, you know, if it sees a human face, it basically doesn't do anything unless approved. And like, it's kind of the reverse of like which I'm not a huge fan of, but they have all the whole age restriction laws coming into place.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same concept. Well, if you're going to restrict that,